A very warm and pleasant good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to your social studies class. So today we'll be continuing with the same chapter, Land of Hot Sands, chapter number 9. So that day we completed a location, terrain, climate and plant life. So today we will do rest of the topics. Okay. So before getting started, did you all read the chapter till plant life? I've asked you to read it. Okay. Did you all find out more about Saudi Arabia? Did you explore more things about Saudi Arabia? Yes, so now today we will start with the animal life. So we will find out what kinds of animals are found there. Okay. The animal life in Saudi Arabia includes wolves, hyenas, baboon, sand rats, and hares. Birds include vulture, hawks, eagle, and falcons. Jackals and Arabian horse can be seen in the desert area, while in the mountainous highland we can find wolves and hyenas. So we can find lots of animals also there, though it is a desert area, but there are some mountainous highland also. So there we find animals like wolves and hyenas. Okay, so many animals are found there. Several species of poisonous snake are found in the desert, along with the numerous types of lizard. So in desert we find some poisonous snakes also, and there are lots of varieties of lizards also are found there. A wide varieties of marine life, hawkbills, turtle, dolphins and crabs are also found in Persian Gulf. So there are marine life also, water animals are also found there. Okay, so the Persian Gulf is an area which surrounds the it's here. You can see in the map, page number 61, Persian Gulf. Persian Gulf is the part where there is water. It is a peninsula, right? So it is surrounded by water from the three sides. So it is the Persian Gulf is one side of the water. Okay, so here in this part of the marine life we can find this animals like marine animals like hawkbills, turtle, dolphins and crabs. Okay, so you know that I have taught you in the previous video that this Saudi Arabia is a peninsula. And what is a peninsula? Peninsula are those countries which are surrounded by water from the three sides of it. Okay, so if you see this map here, your doubt will be clear. Everything will be clear. So here it is surrounded by Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman, Arabian Sea and Red Sea. So these are the areas, these are the rivers which surrounds the Saudi Arabia. So that is why it is known as peninsula, because it is surrounded by water from the three sides. Okay, so now the next topic is natural resources. So what are the resources that are found there naturally? Okay, what are the resources that are found in nature? And so let's find about it. The most important natural resources of Saudi Arabia is oil. So I have said you about this in the starting of the chapter only. Saudi Arabia is the largest producer of oil in the world. Okay, the country has 20% of the global reserve of oil. So there are other reserves or the other oil reserves also in the world, but the 20% of the world oil reserve, it is owned by Saudi Arabia. Okay, in fact, oil also helps the country to earn 40% of its revenue. So 40% of the revenue of the country means whatever the economical revenue, whatever money country receives, the 40% of the revenue is received through the oil only. Okay, so it has a very large production of oil. Saudi Arabia also happens to be the biggest exporter of oil in the world. I said you about this in the starting only. Okay, so Saudi Arabia is also the biggest exporter. They export oil in a large number all over the world. That is why oil is also known as liquid gold. Why is oil known as liquid gold? Because golds are very expensive, right? So similarly, oils, they are also very expensive. So the oil and gold, they can be compared to each other because they both have the very high selling rate. Okay, here you know the petrol price, it's very high. It's around 80 to 84 rupees. So you can imagine how high is the petrol rate. Similarly, gold is also like that only. So gold and petroleum, they are compared. Okay, and petroleum is known as liquid gold because it has a very high selling cost. and Saudi Arabia is the largest exporter of oil in the whole world. Okay, so there are other natural resources also which are found, not only oil. Okay, metals such as gold, silver, copper and zinc can also be found here. There are other metals also which can be found there, like metals like gold, silver, copper and zinc. Saudi Arabia also exports platinum, chrome, titanium and precious stones. Okay, they produce metals like gold, silver, copper and zinc also, but they export, Saudi Arabia, they export oil. But after oil, what they export platinum, chrome, titanium and precious stones. Precious stones means diamond, ruby and all. This all also they export. Okay, so Saudi Arabia is a very rich country. It has a largest exporter of oil, and they have other metals also which they export all over the world. Okay, so now economy and industry. So let's find out about the economy and industry. Saudi Arabia is one of the richest country in the world. This is because of the 4 richest deposit of petroleum in the country. They have 4 deposits, like they have the 4 big petroleum industry. So that is one of the main reason for Saudi Arabia being one of the richest country in the whole world. The revenue earned by selling petroleum to other countries has been under a modernized cities like Riyadh and Riyadh. Okay, so whatever petroleum they sell all around the world, most of the petroleum they are sold by the modern countries, that is the Riyadh and Riyadh. Okay, so several large industries have been set up in Saudi Arabia, like petroleum refineries, iron, steel, cement and fertilizers plant. So among all the Saudi Arabian countries, but the large amount of petroleum is exported by Riyadh and Riyadh. Okay, and the rest of the industries are built in Saudi Arabia, like industries like petroleum refineries, where they refine petroleum and they sell all over the world, iron and steel, cement and fertilizers plant. So this all and other industries are also there in Saudi Arabia. Okay, now we will learn about the religious importance now. So let's find out about the religious importance. Saudi Arabia is an Islamic state. Millions of Muslims from all over the world come to visit Mecca and Medina, which are the most important pilgrimage center for all the Muslims. This pilgrimage is called Hajj. So you have heard about Hajj. Okay, this is the holiest place for the Muslims. It is believed that if they visit Hajj for once a lifetime, means their wish are all fulfilled. Okay, so they are like pilgrimage places. There are lots of other pilgrimage places of Muslims. It is there in India also, Ajmer Sharif and all, but Hajj is considered to be the most holiest place. Okay, and it is believed that every Muslim should visit Hajj once a lifetime. Okay, it is there are 2 Mecca and Medina, and which is also known as Hajj. Okay, the pilgrimage is called Hajj. So transport. Thanks to the development of petroleum industry, one can see a lot of good roads across the country. So as there is lots of petroleum there, so because of that there are many good roads built there. The countries also have railway line that connects the eastern seaport to the capital. There are international airports at Riyadh, Dhadran and Riyadh. Okay, they have 3 international airport also. Okay, so let's move further and find out. See here that it is written there, Burj Khalifa. Good to know. Burj Khalifa, standing at the height of 2,722 feet in Dubai, is the tallest man-made structure in the world. There are 900 apartments in the building. Have you heard about Burj Khalifa? Burj Khalifa is the tallest building on the world. Okay, there is no other building taller than Burj Khalifa, and it is situated in Saudi Arabian countries only. One of the Saudi Arabian country, that is Dubai. It is also known as UAE, United Arab Emirates. Okay, so it is 2,722 feet high, and there are 900 apartments in that building. Okay, so life of the people there. What kind of life the people live out there? People in Saudi Arabia have to make do with oppressive climate condition like extreme variation in temperature in single day and lack of rainfall. So climate out there is very extreme, that we learned in the previous topics. Okay, there it is very extreme. There are very less rainfall and it's very hot and humid. Its temperature rises up to 50 degrees Celsius in the daytime. So before and there are lots there is no rain at all. There is very scarcity of rain. Okay, so before the oil industry and other industries were set up over there, people led nomadic life. So before this oil and other industries were set up, after this oil and other industries were set up, this country, it became the world most developed country in the world. Okay, before this, the people out there used to lead a nomadic life. What is a nomadic life? Nomadic life are the nomads are those people who move from one place to another in search of food and shelter. Okay, so they do not stay in one particular place. They move from one place to another. They are known as nomads. Okay, even now there are several people who live like nomadic lives, and they rear goat, camel and sheep. They are also known as Bedouins. Okay, nowadays also in this now after becoming so developed, also there are other people also. There are many other peoples who still leads a nomadic life. They move from one place to another. They take cattle, camel and goats and sheep along with them, and they move from one place to another. Okay, and they are also known as Bedouins. People in Saudi Arabia speaks Arabic. Arabic is their language, which is one of the several official language of United Nations also. They travel along in groups called caravan. They move across the desert and set up camps near oases. So these nomads, those who move from one place to another, they take goat, camel and sheep along with them. So they move from one place to another, and they especially go and stay and gather and stay near the oasis. Oasis is the most fertilized plant in the desert, right? Area in the desert where they grow date palms and all. Other wheat and barley also. So they go and make camps and they stay there in the oasis. Okay, and those tribes which move from one place to another, they are also known as Bedouins. Bedouins are the people, they are known as nomads of Saudi Arabia. Okay, they move from one place to another in search of food and shelter. Okay, so dresses. What are the kinds of dresses they wear? People from this religion wear loose and flowing garment which are suited to the desert climate. So they wear very loose and the flowy kind of this clothes, because out there it is desert, it's very hot, so they cannot wear all those skinny tight clothes and all. They wear very loose garments. Men wear an ankle length garment made of cotton or wool called thawb. THAWB, thawb. So you can see the picture here. If you see this picture here, it will be clear. These men, they are wearing this full length skirt kind of thing, and they are known as thawb. Okay, they cover their head with a gutra, a plain white square cotton cloth which is held in place by a cord called eagle. So here, and after wearing this, they wear some square kind of cloth in their head, and they hold that thing with a rod kind of thing. Okay, you can see the picture here. You might have seen Muslim people wearing all those kind of dresses. The women wear a loose black ankle length cloak called abaya, ABAYA. Most women also cover their head and faces with niqab. Okay, you have seen Muslim people, they cover their faces also. They don't prefer to show their faces to the public. Okay, so they wear their dress is known as abaya, and the thing which they wear on their head to cover their face, it is known as niqab. Okay, so what are the cuisine? Cuisine means the food. What are the delicacies which are found there? What are the food people prefer to eat there? The national dish of Saudi Arabia is called kabsa. Okay, kabsa, which consists of rice and meat. Okay, so the national dish of Saudi Arabia is, what is the name of national dish? It is kabsa. Okay, and what it consists of? Rice and meat. Okay, some other popular dishes are shawarma and kebabs. You might have tasted, you might have heard about shawarma, okay, and kebabs also. Coffee served piping hot in a small cup, usually black in traditional drink. And they prefer to drink coffee, but usually and they serve it very hot, and they prefer to drink black coffee more. Okay, so these are the cuisine. So these are the things. Now we have learned about Saudi Arabia, where it is situated, what kind of people live there, what are the food they eat, what is the climatic condition there. So we found out everything about Saudi Arabia. So now I know, I will quickly read this and it will be clear what all we have studied. Most of the Saudi Arabia is hot and dry desert. Only some shrubs and herbs grow in the desert. Tropic of Cancer passes through Saudi Arabia. Only land around Oasis is for agriculture. You know that. Saudi Arabia is a rich country because of vast deposit of petroleum. Saudi Arabia has many modern cities. Mecca and Medina are the two most important pilgrimage centers. Bedouins are the nomads of Saudi Arabia. They live in desert and move in caravan. And they live in desert and they move in a caravan in a group. Okay. So these are the, now we came to the end of the topic. So now I will send you the question answer, all the homework in your WhatsApp group. Okay, and you will start writing from the word power. You know the format of how to write the question answers. You will start writing from the word power. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed reading the chapter. I hope you enjoyed exploring about Saudi Arabia and what is the highest, tallest building which is situated in Dubai. It is known as Burj Khalifa. This picture here in the starting here, this is Burj Khalifa. You go Google and see the picture of the building. It's very beautiful. It's the tallest building in the world, and it has around 900 apartments in the building. It is man-made, not machine or nothing else. It is the tallest man-made building in the world. Okay, so Saudi Arabia is a very beautiful country. Okay, so we explored about the countries. Now we will do the question answers and everything I will send you in your WhatsApp group. Okay, so till then, stay safe, stay at home, be a good student. See you all in the next class with a new chapter.